morning mist had finally cleared the treetops. The sun came bursting through. The fields were stirring to life. The magnificent old oak, having stood sentinel through the night, watched as far below a young girl bounded across the meadow towards its long, cool shadow. "Good morning, William Shakespeare," she shouted. "Have you anything to recite for me today?" Sitting in his wide-open arms, she quietly listened for her friend's reply. And as the breeze rustled through the leaf tips, and great branches swayed gently against the sky, the tree spoke to her verses of the comings and goings of the night wind, and of the messages it brought from across the sea. Maybe other people would find it difficult to hear the words that tree was speaking, but not Aviva. To Aviva, everything in creation was alive. Where some people could stand in a field where Aviva stood and think it silent and empty, Aviva could hear the sound of 1,000 heartbeats. There was a music that played within her heart. It was the music of God's voice singing to everything he had created. He sang, "Live, little ones, live. Know what it is to be truly alive. Know how much I love you." Aviva knew, and it made her want to dance. The isolated countryside where Aviva lived was her playground as well as her classroom. There were no children to play with and few books to learn from, but her hunger to learn was deep, and with an open heart, she looked very closely at all living things and loved them. One creature meant more to her than any other. Cloud, the beloved horse that spent his days working the fields, but in the cool of the evening listened to the dreams and imaginings of a small young girl. "Everybody needs somebody," said Aviva. "I'm so glad I found you, Cloud. You understand. You listen." Together they shared the dreams and the explorations and the imaginings of a young girl who found the world a fascinating place to be. "I shall name you Cloud, because your spirit is free, and we ride the waves of grass like the cloud ships sail the sky." Cloud was old, and Aviva knew that soon it would be time for him to be free and go home. But one day when Cloud slept and didn't awake, she was brokenhearted. She needed him. Listen, he believed in her. Now she felt all alone. And for a while, she couldn't hear the music play. Everybody needs somebody, she said. I know all things have a season. And now it's time for Cloud to run with the angels, to be with God. I feel so cold and empty and alone. Oh God, please teach me. My heart is broken and I feel afraid. And as she prayed and looked toward the heavens, the music came, and she saw her answer, coming to her gracefully, riding on the breath of God. Be faithful, my little one, the voice seemed to say. I will never leave you or forsake you. Joy and peace surrounded her, but the winds of change were blowing. Her parents decided to move to the village where Aviva could go to school. Goodbye, my friends. I'm leaving, but I'll never forget you. I'll sing your songs to everyone, especially the children. I can't wait to tell the children. But the children didn't understand. Some laughed at her and thought her odd. They didn't want the gift she had to offer. God, why am I the way I am? Why did you make me so different? In her prayers, Aviva asked God to give her a friend, somebody who would understand. Everybody needs somebody, she said. And so, when Aviva heard of a blind woman with a beautiful garden who lived in town, she decided to pay her a visit. I wonder if she feels different too, said Aviva. I'm going to bring her a gift for her garden. Along the way, she tried to imagine what it would be like to live in a world of darkness, to see without eyes. The old woman's house looked sad, like nobody had loved it for a very long time. Aviva walked cautiously on the rickety boardwalk which led to the back. Who's there? Cracked a shrill voice which startled Aviva. It's me. It's me, Aviva. I'm a friend. I brought you a gift. Come closer, child. Show me what you brought. And Aviva showed her the soft, downy seeds she brought for her garden. Child, these are thistle seeds. They're a horrible, prickly weed. Oh no, said Aviva. These are the children of the mother plant, the last beautiful flower of the summer fields. And when their time has come, they leap up and float like butterflies dancing on the wind, and dance on the water, and decorate spiders' homes. The old woman smiled as she felt the thoughts pass through her mind. She reached out and touched the child's face. My name is Anna, the woman said. Friendship was born. Anna was born blind. Sheltered by her parents, she left this house only a few times. When her parents died, she rejected help from others. She always felt strange in the outside world, like people were always looking at her, making fun of her. Aviva felt the sadness and longed to bring more beauty to her life. And so she brought her things from her world, things to feel, and smell, and touch, things for Anna's way of seeing. Teach my hands to listen, urged Aviva. Anna smiled. First, you must be blind, said Anna. Close your eyes tightly. Gently, she placed Aviva's hands on her own. If your eyes are silent, your hands will speak for them. Be quiet now and listen very carefully. Aviva obeyed, and Anna gently led her into her very private world. Aviva delighted in her lesson of discovery. She smiled to see that music played even in the darkness. She was amazed at how much beauty her fingertips had to say. As the lesson unfolded, the quiet whispers grew into giggles, and then squeals of laughter as a squeaky old trunk spilled its treasures, and fabrics and feathers went flying through the air. And from the outside of that old house could be heard a sound that had been absent for many years, the unmistakable sound of joy. Suddenly, Aviva stopped to listen to the beauty of Anna's laughter. Anna stopped too. In the tender silence, Aviva leaned very close and began to remove the dark glasses that shrouded her dear friend's eyes. Anna's hands reached out fearfully to resist. And when she felt Aviva's hand, she softened and trusted. Hands have the most wonderful eyes, said Aviva. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you, said Anna. Now I want you to come and see my world. Don't hide anymore, Anna. And so, for the first time in many years, Anna left the safety of her home and garden and ventured forth into Aviva's world. Often come the days when I hear the music playing. And it is on those days I go listening into the forest. I make my heart as quiet as a feather in the wind. And then the forest whispers its secrets to me. God's voice is like a music that wiggles into all my empty waiting places. The creatures and the plants hear the music. They sing songs of the life that makes them grow. They are songs of thankfulness for all their growing days. And on the warm days, there is great joy in the busyness of the living things, swaying, stretching, singing, and changing as fast as butterflies. They have knowing of the job that is theirs, and happiness in doing it. Can you feel their joy, Anna? Can you feel the life that is in them? Can you imagine what it would be like to be a flower and to have seed children that danced upon the wind? Yes, my child. I can feel that. Anna's world became a world of discovery, a world seen for the first time, seen through an angel's eyes. What color is green? Anna asked. alive and living, said Aviva. It's the reflection of God. And do you ever feel lost? Only when I'm afraid, she said. But how do you know where things are? I must listen. If I listen carefully, I can hear the sounds of everything around me. I even know the sound of a butterfly's wing. And in the warm summer days, in the gentle twilights, a love grew. I wonder what it's like to be a butterfly, Anna said. To suddenly emerge and be so different. I'm afraid I'm growing too old. And will never be free like that. Why must things grow old? Because all things have a season, Aviva said. The time to be young, and the time to grow wise. But God never stops singing. It is not a matter of how long we live, but how alive we can be. Each day comes as a gift. If we choose to see the beauty, we will find it. Every year the winter comes, and the fields become silent, and the grasses lie down in the meadow, and the new seeds sleep. But they all know the promise. Life will return. Springtime will come and flood the earth with fragrance and new life and hope and joy. Anna and Aviva returned to the fields of promise and found every promise had come true. The earth exploded with life and color and song. Blossoms were everywhere. Everything seemed to be singing at once. It was a symphony of hope and fulfillment. The old woman's heart began to warm, and she began to feel the joy of this young girl's message. Yet as she sought to discover her feelings, she became haunted by the past, haunted by the memory of the day of her childhood when she first discovered she was blind. She remembered the joy and the freedom she felt playing at the ocean's edge, and the sounds and fragrances of the water that surrounded her. And then she remembered the screams, and the going under, and the choking, bitter taste of the sea, and then waking and hearing for the first time the word blind, and the icy pain she felt when she realized she was different and alone. Aviva, where does this road go to? Why, that road ribbons all the way down to the sea, she said. All the way to the sea. Sometime during that night, an old blind woman began a journey on a road she had never traveled. Alone, walking to a memory that needed to be resolved. Guided by the light, she took each step in hope and faith, led forth by a voice that softened the fear. She could feel the warmth and the calming presence that accompanied her, giving her strength and courage. Quietly, she listened and walked towards the warm. And as she approached the sea, the fragrance came first to greet her. And it caused the memory and the pain to burn once again. But bravely, she continued. For the desire had become a passion. She had to make it. She had to know she could. And if she stumbled, she would rise and go on. But nothing would defeat her now. Faith was asked for. Faith received. Faith had done its job. Her heart pounding, she crested the dunes and began to walk to the water's edge. She had done it. She was almost there. Anna! Anna, wait! Anna, please wait for me. My child, I can see Anna smile, not with my eyes, with my heart. You taught me, Aviva. You taught me how to let God's eyes see. I was so angry with God for letting me be blind that I could not receive His gift. His gift is our uniqueness, Aviva. We should never be ashamed of being different. We should find joy in it, believe in it. Tell them, Aviva, tell everyone of the love you feel, and never be afraid or ashamed of it. I came here because this is where the music died for me the day I almost drowned, and I came to get it back. Now I feel alive again. Listen to the music, Aviva. Listen till it fills your soul, and then dance, Aviva. Dance hand in hand with God. Day, walking along the sea, an old blind woman and a tender young child received a newborn vision filled with promise of what their lives might be. And somewhere in God's fields, the shadows went walking across the meadows. The sky spoke cloud dreams to the trees, and seed children went dancing on the wind. Bye.